The essence of his argument was show me the evidence, which is the essence of the whole argument. I mean, it's always going to be the essence of the argument, unless we can see tangible evidence.
I'm going to put the proposition to you, and that is that we have been contacted by extraterrestrial life, and we should tell the public that we are not alone. Can I see all of those in favour? It's a victory for the negative, ladies and gentlemen, but maybe it's a loss for humanity.
Whether or not you believe or you don't believe, you can't take away from the fact that, you know, she's out there fighting a fight that she believes in, and I think there's a lot to respect about that. So, she did good, Mum. She did good.
Chris and Mary Rodwell are attempting to resolve a 20-year-old family conflict by exploring Mary's beliefs together on a road trip.
How'd you sleep after last night?
Well, I woke up in the night with it going through my mind, probably thinking of some of the better answers I could have given if I'd had time to think about them. So I was a bit frustrated. I thought, oh, I could have said that. Oh, I could have said that. But you can always do that in retrospect, can't you?
You know, I think you did all right, Mum.
Thank you. I mean, I'd really sort of like to know where you are with things now in terms of, you know, looking at this
phenomenon. Looking at my crazy old alien mother?
Yeah, if you like, you know.
Oh, look, I'm still, look, Mum, to be honest, there's nothing I've really seen over the last couple of days that has made me sort of change the way that I look at the subject. I still I haven't seen anything that's really kind of blown my socks off. I think you presented really well. You know, Mum was under attack. Here's Mum doing her thing, and who's this guy to treat her like she's an idiot? Clearly you believe, or you are passionate enough to go out there and face ridicule on a daily basis. And for that, I think you're very brave. And for that, I was really proud of you. And I was. It was like, good on Mum. She's up there, no matter what you think of her, and she's hammering it out with some professor of astrophysics at ANU. And for that, you know, I take my hat off to you. Whether or not I've sort of softened my view on the subject, probably not.
Okay. Well, when we get to Sydney, I've got something lined up.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure I wouldn't have anything other than that.
Which, again, may just add to that more empirical hard evidence that you're looking for. So I think that's going to intrigue you. Okay?
Well, you're just gonna leave me hanging like that, are you?
Well, you're going to have to wait and see then, aren't you?
You're full of surprises, Mother.
I know.
Full of surprises. You keep me guessing all the time.
Yeah, that's
I'm sort of, you know, ducking and diving all over the place.
Mary's confidence is growing, and she is about to play her ace card. Her quest to show Chris scientific evidence now takes the Rodwells to a Sydney suburb. But before they get there, Mary wants to address the issue of photographic evidence.
This was taken from a bed and breakfast in England, near the crop circles by Silbury Hill.
It's quite cool.
There's 3 lights now. Oh, wow. There's another one. Oh my God. Oh my God. Come here.
It's just that crystal clarity there. That's what you don't normally see. tell you what, that it doesn't look like anything that I've seen before.
Oh! There's another. Oh my God. That's not fireworks, mate.
No, I don't think it is either.
That's really quite cool. I mean,
What
military satellites, but I mean, I can't, it doesn't, I don't know.
Well, when that astrophysicist last night said, little dots and what have it, he's not seen what's available.
Well, why didn't you show this last night?
Because I didn't have time to show this. If I'd had...
I'd have started with this. Start your talk with that.
Yeah, well,
and say,
I didn't
what is
have...
that? What is that,
Yeah.
Prof?
Yeah.
And see what he says. Put it back on him.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have time. 10 minutes.
Because I can't explain it. It'd be interesting to know how he could explain it.
I was able to show him some footage from a woman who, for 40 minutes, filmed these anomalous lights, and they really are quite clear. And it was interesting seeing Chris's reaction to that. For the first time, I felt he'd actually shown some animation around this.
Immediately, I was hooked in. I was kind of like, shit, okay, this is a bit different. This is not, fuzzy picture. This is quite clear. I'm seeing something with my own eyes that I can't explain. So I was sort of, and I was, I don't know, there was a weird mixture of kind of excitement and, maybe Mum's got me on this one.
So that's today, a good day. And tomorrow is going to be another interesting one for Chris, I suspect, because we're going to take him to meet a gentleman that's had a very interesting experience with these beings, one that left some, I believe, very tangible evidence. How convincing that will be for Chris, we'll just have to wait and see.
Why is it?
You all right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get down. I haven't got as long legs as you.
Hello.
Hello, Peter. Long time no see.
Yeah.
Great to see
How
you
you been,
again.
Mary?
Oh, I've been good.
Good to see you.
Oh, haven't you?
Always
been a
good.
while.
It's day 5 and Mary has arranged to introduce Chris to Peter Coury. Peter is a security guard and a devoted family man with a remarkable story to tell about an alien encounter that he claims left him with the Holy Grail, DNA evidence.
No, what happened in 1992 was something you don't expect. And I've never had an experience or heard of experiences that have happened during the day. And this is 7:15 in the morning. I'm lying there and I feel like something jumped on the bed like a cat. As I sit up, I see sitting, straddling me, a naked blonde female, and sitting on the corner of the bed. So say I'm lying here on the bed, she's straddling me there, and right on the corner here is another female. The one that was sitting on top of me was blonde, very milky white skin, very, very attractive, but at the same time, longer face, a long nose, but it wasn't a big nose again, it was just like, it fitted their features very well, larger eyes, very well proportioned, I mean, I've got to say, and I'm thinking, what the hell is going on here? How did you get in here? And as I'm thinking this, I sit up, and as I sit up, she's cupped the back of my head with both her hands and pulled me to her breast, left breast, and pushed my face into it. My defense mechanism, whatever you want to call it, and it's so out of thing with me, I took a little bite, I nipped, and I felt flesh, in my mouth. I didn't taste blood or anything, but I felt this bit of flesh in my mouth. I thought it was a bit of a nipple maybe. And as it hit the back of my throat, it was like you poured acid down the back of my throat, just this really bad chemical reaction. I started coughing, very heavy coughing, and as I've looked down and coughed, I've looked up and I saw them looking at each other, and I picked up what they were saying. They weren't speaking, but it was telepathic communication again, and it was he's done this wrong, something's gone wrong, this isn't the way it's supposed to be, he's done this wrong. And I'm like, what the heck, what are you going on about? I could pick on it, I could hear it. I had an erection for like 6 hours afterwards, and it was pretty painful. And under my foreskin I found 2 hairs. One was like an S shape, almost curled, and the other one was sort of not, it was just wrapped around, embedded in though, like if you push your nail into you get a little bit of a mark. That's what they were embedded. I could see that they weren't on the surface. And as I tried to take them off, peel them off, it was total agony. And so I knew it had to be from them.
Peter released his sample for DNA analysis, which was conducted by a biochemist. The results that came back were extremely unusual.
And mate, I was bombarded with phone calls from the scientists. Come to our house, took hair samples from me, hair samples from Vivian, blood from me. So it was starting to get like a forensic investigation. What they found was the analysis confirmed the hair came from someone who was biologically close to normal human genetics, but of an unusual racial type, a rare Chinese Mongoloid type, one of the rarest human lineages known, that lies further from the human mainstream than any other except for African pygmies and aborigines. There was a strange anomaly of it being blonde to clear instead of black, as it would be expected from the Asian-type mitochondrial DNA. The study concluded the most probable donor, therefore, must be, as Curie claims, a tall blonde female who does not need much colour in her hair or skin as a form of protection against the sun, perhaps because she doesn't require it.
And Peter, thank you.
No, thank you, Mary. You know, we're always here for each other.
Yeah.
That's what we've got to do.
That's right.
Always.
Yeah.
No, you do some good work.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
He was a very, very believable, credible guy that works on construction sites and has now, you know, dedicated a large part of his life to kind of to telling his story. Do I think he's doing it for any kind of reason other than the fact that he feels compelled to do it? No, I don't.
Yeah.
How about we get together?
Yeah.
When you get so many people coming to you, ultimately from doctors, lawyers, nurses, social workers, farmers, housewives, small children, all relaying similar patterns of experience, then you have to say, what's going on? You know, are they all crazy? Or is this in fact a real experience?
Chris has decided he needs to talk to Peter Curie again.
Hello? Hello, Peter?
Speaking.
G'day, it's Chris Rodwell. How you going? Your account yesterday was pretty mind-blowing and quite detailed. Look, I was wondering whether or not you would be prepared to undergo a polygraph test.
Oh, not a problem. I've always requested it, mate. I even at one stage asked Bill, there was some talk of some truth serum that was being used in some military stuff, and I said, mate, I'd be more than happy to do that as well.
Okay, great. Cheers, Pete.
Cheers, sir.
Bye.
Bye, mate.
It makes it much more believable to me, the fact he was so eager to do the polygraph test. I mean, how can it not? There's a guy saying, without a hesitation, without a shadow of a doubt, yep, I'll do it. What can you go, okay, well, right. That wasn't, I was expecting even a thought. Nah, do it.
So here we are. Paul, so I better make sure I pour this time.
The polygraph test will take a day to organise. In the meantime, Mary has arranged to take Chris to meet Dr. Rugbir Bartel, an astrophysicist at the University of Western Sydney, one of only